Hello, my name is David Castro Aguirre, and this is my leadership analysis presentation video for assignment 1. Based on the assignment outline, I was to consider who I think is a leader and what makes an effective leader. To be quite honest, the first thing that came to mind was Superman, since he's always been portrayed as an all-knowing superhero who stands and commands and protects his followers. But then I really started asking myself, who do I actually admire? Who do I respect and value? And really, who inspires me? Then it basically hit me. A leader would be someone who would be a person who influences and motivates me, and who I prioritize as important in my life. As you know, all great leaders think, act, and communicate and are driven by either a cause, a purpose, or belief. So I started asking myself, is it a political leader that inspires me? Or is it a spiritual or religion? Or is it an inspirational leader like Steve Jobs because he achieved what he dreamed he would achieve? Or is it a business leader? And one name came to mind who I always followed and read about. It was Mr. Donald Trump. And just to give you a quick bio of the man, Trump is basically an American businessman. He became a celebrity by making himself internationally famous for his apprentice show and catchphrase, "You're fired." Trump is the CEO of a commercial real estate brokerage firm and also Trump International, a company that specializes in various investments such as golf courses and hotel developments. To date, probably Donald Trump is worth roughly $3.9 billion. So why does Donald Trump inspire me? Well, according to many of Donald Trump's employees and associates, his leadership style is very fair yet merciful. He will speak to the appropriate people before making a decision, and he will not make a decision regarding the company or employees rashly. Even when he's forced to make a decision, he thinks about it carefully, and just as he does in the television show The Apprentice, Mr. Trump will confer with the appropriate personnel whenever there's an anti-productive issue to be resolved. So basically, based on the information that I read, it appears that Mr. Trump is a very democratic leader who values the input of team members and peers. He makes sure to make them feel as if their opinions matter. An example of this can be found actually within his show The Apprentice, where contestants compete for a job from Mr. Trump. At the end of each challenge, he consults with his advisors to decide on which potential employee to fire. And this keeps going on every week until one sole employee remains. Ever since he wrote The Art of the Deal, Trump has been one of the world's most famous negotiators. From my readings, it says that Mr. Trump establishes a relationship with the other party and lets someone else sort out the transaction. So he basically really understands the human element side of negotiating. The way it works is if and when the person doing the negotiation, i.e. his lawyer, needs Trump to intervene, his personal skills, relationship skills, is used to convince the other person on the idea. He also believes strongly in negotiating face to face. First of all, it's much harder for individuals to say no when they're looking you in the eye, and second, it's easier to observe and read their body language. The top 3 techniques that Mr. Trump uses during negotiations is that 1, he understands negotiation is just another form of communication between people and puts himself on the other person's shoes and tries to ensure that parties are satisfied when the final outcome is reached. 2, in negotiation, both sides give a little and gain a little to reach an agreement, hence why trust in a relationship is critical. 3, negotiation. He understands that negotiation doesn't flow from start to finish as easily, and it takes time, and sometimes it stops and starts. And obviously sometimes this is a good thing, since both parties have committed a lot of time and no one would like to leave the deal when so much time has been invested. A classic example of this is in 1974 when Trump obtained a property option on one of Penn Central's hotel, the Commodore, which was unprofitable at the time but an excellent location. Trump then worked out a complex deal with the city to win a 40-year tax nuisance. He arranged finance and completely renovated the building, constructing a new facade of glass. The hotel was then basically renamed the Grand Hyatt, and it opened in 1980 and became an economic success, making Donald Trump the city's best known and controversial developer. Another reason why Donald Trump is a leader is because of his communication and interview skills, and that's also a big part of the reason why he receives a lot of media attention. He wears passion on his sleeve. Trump has always said time and again that the secret to business or project success is to do what you love. It's all about passion. If you really love what you're doing, you're going to succeed. If you don't like it, you're not going to do very well. Trump also closely relates passion and energy. When Trump gives an interview or communicates, he leans forward, makes strong eye contact, and uses animated but natural hand gestures. He's very expressive and energetic. He loves telling stories. He's a master storyteller. He always ties the story back to the theme of the interview or speech. Neuroscientists even tell us that our brains are programmed much more for stories rather than abstract ideas. And again, this is another communication style that he uses to hook the listener in. So, is Donald Trump an effective leader? He's definitely a big thinker and a risk taker. He believed in making big deals and huge investments in real estate because he saw potential. And in my opinion, a good leader should always think big and take calculated risks. Donald Trump is a man of energy also. He believes it is energy that drives passion, and passion is what will make the impossible happen. I believe passion should be your driving force as a leader as well. Although he went into bankruptcy 4 times in the past 20 years, Donald Trump has also had enough self-belief that he can stand back up again. And where he is today is a testament to his tendency to bounce back from a failure. Again, this failure is very normal to people, especially to leaders. So if you're a leader and you're constantly breaking new ground, the chance of failing is far much higher than if you're staying in your comfort zone. So to conclude, to me, Donald Trump is a bold business leader who never backs down and never gives up. That kind of leadership and perseverance is what I admire about Mr. Trump. With a net value of 3.9 billion and 22,000 employees, and obviously known as one of the best real estate entrepreneurs in our century, Donald has achieved a lot in his time and has gained my respect, and he's someone that inspires me. Thank you.